with that being said, love is involved in it. You know, it's just the point in time, like Daddy used to say, I gotta whoop you because I love you.
If you win or
I'm not
lose,
sure about
if you
that.
win or lose, Anthony Joshua has said he wants to fight, win or lose. Do you take that fight?
I mean, I don't believe him.
Why?
I don't believe him.
Because he didn't fight you last.
Well,
I mean,
he's
what's
boxing?
understood don't have to be explained with that situation. You can tell by the demeanor of my voice and stuff like that. That was a situation where we spent 4 months trying to make something happen. They didn't want to fight. And as simple as that.
Do you think he's ducking it?
Of course, every bit of it and more. He didn't want to fight. Look how easy this was to make this fight. You know what I mean? I don't even want to talk about that.
Okay, let me tell you what we're doing here. Obviously, I can't show you the whole thing because it belongs to Good Morning Britain, which is obviously the UK's version of Good Morning America. This came on, I'm going to say about 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. I went to sleep technically passed out about an hour earlier after trying to make it through the Brandon Figueroa versus Oscar Escandón fight over on Fox Sports 1. The top screen, what you're seeing, is what we're going to talk about in my next video, is the press conference, which I'm watching, but I'm not listening to. So hang in there. We got a lot of things to talk about. This is the first day of the Wilder versus Fury press tour. We're going to be covering everything. It's likely I'm not going to New York tomorrow, but we did get the L.A. Press tour covered. But nonetheless, when it comes to the important part of this Good Morning Britain segment between Wilder and Tyson Fury, I'm going to let you see the most important part. But in regards to the other stuff, we can't let you see. TstreeT, we probably could, but I don't really want to, deal with that bullshit right now. So I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.
We here for this is the biggest fight in the world.
Oh, you're more angry at him than you
This is
are
the
at
biggest fight in the world.
So if Anthony
because
Joshua's-
I tried to make the fight. It's no more proof that we have to show. It's nobody have to say nothing else about that fight no more. We tried to make the fight. They didn't want the fight to happen.
If Joshua's watching
Now the biggest fight in the world happened. There's nothing to say. Hey, Joshua, me and Fury about to get this thing going on, baby. We about to see who's the biggest and the baddest in the world. One champion, one face, one name. Something you was a coward
He's
to
over-
do
he's
in
over
your
there.
own country.
No, can you
Well,
imagine?
if he's right here,
here it
if
is.
he was right there, you tell him to look at this one. I'm looking at you right here. You was a coward. You was a coward, and you know this. Your whole team know this. Each and every last one of you said different things over and over. You manipulate. You contradict. Compulsive liars.
I think we've seen a
Con
different side.
artists out of all these people put their hard-earned money into this. This is an emotional sport. Of course, I'm gonna show all emotional because enough is enough. It is what it is. If you didn't want to fight, just say it. Barry already told y'all it's 6 to 8 proper career plan, and Deontay Wilder wasn't in it from the start. So don't drag these people along.
Wow.
And Frank Warren already got it in your butt.
I think we may have seen a different side to Deontay
I mean,
Wilder.
it is
the
what
last-
He's talking about when Frank Warren and Barry Hearn were on, what's it called, Channel 5 Radio? I believe it was. This was just the beginning of last week. This was the Sunday after Joshua versus Povetkin. Anyway, I covered it. It was some hilarious shit. So here's the thing. We already pretty much know that the name Joshua gets Wilder and Tyson Fury's scrotums in a binge. But it's hard to talk about it because we go to the realms of he said, she said. Now, obviously, I have my personal opinions when it comes to the zone, and which is an excellent platform, by the way, especially what they're bringing to the sport in the future in regards to the World Boxing Super Series 2 and all the Eddie Hearn cards, and now the HBO is out of the business. But nonetheless, my theory, and I'm not going to go any deeper than this right now, my theory is they didn't want that Joshua Wilder for the opener of the zone because of Wilder's affiliation with Showtime. It's very, very deep and complex. And I understand, there's going to be people who probably haven't been watching boxing or covering boxing as long as myself, or others who share the same opinions in regard to the matter. But when you put on your promoter's hat and not think like the fighter and think from what he's right, Barry Hearn has been openly saying Barry the father, the genesis of matchroom boxing, matchroom sport. Oh, I know all the other sports that they cover. I'm not ignorant to the matter. But in regards to the plan to fight Deontay Wilder, they will fight him. It's just that they wanted to fight him on their own time, and the way they went about it rubbed people the wrong way. Listen to some more.
It just had to come, it gets to the point where you
you seem more exercised about Joshua than you do about this guy.
Because it's just that's what people want to see. But but outside of this biggest fight in the world, right outside of this fight right here, of course that leads to that fight. But everybody always go back to the original of it, and they always say one narrative, and we say one. But I'm here now.
Deontay, if you lose to Tyson, would it not be right and proper to let Tyson then fight Anthony Joshua? In other words, would it not be sensible that the winner of this incredible tear-up with you two should have the chance to take on Joshua?
That sound like a fantasy fight. That sound like something it sounds good to happen. The winner go on to fight the other one. I mean,
Tyson, we're seeing another side of Deontay here.
Now you know how to get under his skin.
So we've seen that anger and that passion directed at Joshua, not at the moment at you, but it may come at you on December the 1st like a hurricane.
You heard the iron print?
It is, Deontay is a very fierce man when he switches the light switch on. A very dangerous fighter. Just going to keep him nice and sweet and buttered up and keep on the nice side of him, and hopefully he'll go easy on me on the night.
Frank, is there any chance at all that this fight does not end in a knockout, given their records?
I think that it's two perfect styles, which will make it a great fight. You've got three best heavyweights in the world. Choose which one you want. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. These two are the only two that have had the guts to step up to the plate and fight each other. That's the road they're on, the best fighting the best. And the winner of this will be the best heavyweight in the world because they're undefeated, lineal champion, 40-0 WBC champion.
Wow.
It's a great
Who's going to
fight.
win, Frank?
Who's going to win? Great Britain.
Frank, go easy.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, there's less of him now. Who's going to win, Deontay?
Well, I speak a believer receiving, and it shall be mine. So with that being said,
Pastor Wilder.
I'm the most.
You ever thought of being a rap star or something? Because you've got such a cool voice.
Well, I'm a preacher's child. My dad is a pastor. My grandma was a pastor.
I could see you preaching.
Fucking these Greeks up.
Maybe in the next
I
career.
always used to say boxing is just something that God is gathering for the people. This is the gathering right now for the world.
And
so once I conquer that, then I proceed to the next mission. And I've already had discussions with him. I said, whenever I have to proceed to the next mission and this is complete right here, then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this just as much, happiness and joy and love in it as I'm doing.
What round are you going to knock him out?
I mean, that is December the 1st. That's what's so special about that date.
December the 1st?
The first round.
I mean, that's so special about that day. I can't tell. When I look at Tyson Fury, I've already seen in his eyes the first time he coming to fight. I think he's still a little timid. He still think about certain things. He know I has the power.
He's just called
but
you
he's coming
timid,
to
Tyson.
fight.
And says he's going to take you out in the first round.
Good luck to him.
I didn't say I was going to take him out in the first round. Look at these.
And I'm giving him his little 5 minutes of fame on British television.
You see that?
I'm not interrupted.
I have a place in LA.
You see how Piers Morgan, Wilder didn't say that shit. I like it, though. I would have done some shit like that. Oh, he said he going to knock you out, though. I am going to start getting people on the show. I have a real special plan. You think I got all this tech for nothing? To not be, I got a real special plan for this shit.
I'm going to come out for the fight. I think we should be there to support you. And you can come and train with me, mate. Because you'll need that eye of the tiger going into this fight. And you won't find a more ferocious eye of the tiger than me when I'm in my lair. I've got the big pounding bag. I've got it all. I'm ready for
the security.
I'll guide you to victory.
2-on-1 now.
Yeah.
Sounds good. What round should we take him out in, Pierce?
That security was a nice touch, though.
Well, I think on his knee in 3, out the door in 4.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Deontay, great to see you. Tyson, great to see you. Frank, great to see you.
Thank you
Didn't
so
need the
much.
bodyguards today. Probably will on December the
But
1st.
if you can stay for the rest of the programme, that would be
I think for any
much
boxing
appreciated.
fans, Tyson's comeback is one of the great stories, and no one's ever beaten him, and no one's ever beaten this guy. This is going to be one hell of a fight. And I suspect Anthony Joshua, after this morning,
Might have a word or two to say as well.
I think whoever wins this fight, Anthony Joshua's going to have to fight him. Otherwise, maybe Deontay's right. Good to see you guys. Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to Laura,
see you
our
on
own little
December the
pugilist.
1st in
Who's
LA.
up the weather?
Here, let me remove that. You know, there's so much to talk about, but since I'm going to be doing so many videos, y'all know, for the people who've been following me, I'm going to be doing so many videos on this. For example, right after this, I have to cover the press conference. Then it's going to be little other shit that's going to come out today. Then tomorrow. So I got to mix in other boxing content. For example, the World Boxing Super Series is this week. We got, Vargas versus Delorme on the zone. So I'm going to try to not have it, I'll probably, like until we get this press tour over with, the next few days is going to be pretty crazy. So I'm going to try to do like 2 Wilder Fury vids and then put out 3, vids on other things, then another 2 Wilder Fury, then 3, and then depending, But Thursday, we're going to be full coverage at the press conference in LA. We got confirmation on that last night. I could go to New York tomorrow, but, fuck it, I'll tell y'all. I got a custody trial this Friday. So I'm being advised to pretty much, which is smart, I'm kind of paranoid to keep my ass in the house. You feel me? So I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.